Hi friends, welcome back to our tutorials. In today's episode, we are bringing you top interview question and answers on CSS. CSS has become is an integral part of any model web application development. If you talk about front-end engineering, CSS is bound to be the first thing they'll gonna ask you in any interview. So we are bringing you top 50 interview question and answers. If you crack these correctly, I'm sure you can crack any CSS interview or any front-end UI developer role easily. So let's get started with top interview question and answers on CSS. What is CSS? Cascading style sheets. So CSS stands for cascading style sheets, so which is used to apply the styles for the HTML elements. So if you have a typical HTML documents, the look and feel is totally the CSS or the styling that you see. So in a typical HTML document, CSS will be applied to complete document style for the styling of the elements. What does cascading mean in CSS? So cascading refers to the cascading order in HTML document. This will sort the declared CSS in an order to avoid the conflicts. What are different types of CSS? So there are three different types of CSS integrations that you can do with your HTML. The first one is the embedded, which means we write the CSS inside the HTML page itself using the style attribute. Then there is inline styling, which is nothing but you write the CSS along with the HTML. That is called as inline styling. And then there is external styling, which is adding the external CSS file into the HTML document. What are the advantages of using CSS? So some of the advantages of other than just making it look beautiful and elegant are accessibility, multiple device support. The page will load faster, maintenance is easy, and you can also do offline browsing. List out the components of CSS style. So CSS styles always take three parameters. The first is the property, the second is the selector, and third is the value. Explain type selector in CSS. So this is to pick up a particular type of it. For example, um, if when you match a particular element specific type, then it becomes type selector. For example, we can say input type equal to text in the bracket. So this will find all the inputs with the type text and apply the color as given here. Now explain universal selector. So universal selector is nothing but it will apply to all the elements that match the criteria. For example, if you put asterisk color FFF, which is white, it will put all the text color of all the elements to white. Explain descendant selector in CSS. So descendant selectors are used when any style needs to be applied to an element when the element lies inside of some other element, or you can also call it as a child element. For example, you have ul, em, and then the color. So it will apply white color only to the em inside the ul. Explain id selector in CSS. So id selector is used to apply the style to any element on the id of an element. For example, if you have given an HTML element and you have provided an ID, you can style it using hash, which is nothing but for ID, and then the element ID, and then following the styles that you want to apply. Similarly, on the same lines, you have ID selector, you have class selector. So class selector is nothing but whenever an element has a particular class name, it will apply the style to that class name. It's mentioned as dot with dot operator. For ID we use hash, for class we'll use dot. So dot class name and then followed by the styles. Is it possible to make a class selector for a particular element? If so, how? So yes, we can make a class selector for a particular element. For example, we can give we have defined a h2 tag, h2 element, and then we are giving a class name to that h2, and then we can just refer it by saying h2 dot class name. It will only apply to the h2 heading which has that class name, not to all h2 headings. How do you use external style sheets? So to use external style sheets, will have to include the style inside the HTML document, and we do that inside the head section, which is nothing but head tag, and we add a link relevant equal to style sheet followed by href, which is the path of the CSS. Now explain attribute selector in CSS. So attribute selector is nothing but it can be used to apply a style for an HTML element with a particular attribute. For example, input is the element, type, and then equal to text. So it will only apply to inputs where type is equal to text. Is CSS case sensitive or case insensitive? So here they want to check your basic understanding of CSS. So the answer is CSS is case insensitive. Which property will be used for changing the face of font in CSS? So we'll use the property called font-family. That is what is used to change the font of the application. How to use grouping in CSS? Now grouping is mainly used for applying styles or CSS for multiple HTML attributes, and this can be done with a single declaration. You don't have to declare different styles for each of it. Now here I'm giving an example where you have a heading h2 and a heading h3. So we are applying color equal to white for both the headings. Now here if you notice we are giving uh, two elements h2 and h3. So we are grouping here and giving a common style to both the elements. Now explain child selector in CSS. Child selectors can be used for applying the style for parent element, and this will also descend to the child elements. For example, when you say body arrow and then greater than sign input, which means that use the white color in the body and then use the same in the every input elements inside that body. What is the use of float property in CSS? So float property is used to allow an HTML element to be positioned horizontally. So float property will make the element either go left or go right. So when in the example we are writing h1 comma h2, which means wherever you find elements of h1 and h2, you float them to right, which means position them towards the right. All right, so that brings us to the first part of CSS interview question and answer series. um, we are also bringing you the next part. Up next is the next part, so stay tuned for that. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel to keep supporting and encouraging me. If you like the video, give a thumbs up. I'll see you in the next episode. We'll continue with CSS top interview question and answers. Thank you so much for joining. See you in the next episode.